picture. You have the picture already. This is the old denture in the mouth. As you can see, sacré madame, sacré. We have an occlusion. Normally, the patient and we are satisfied from the vertical dimension. Maybe if we are not satisfied, we can increase it a little bit with acrylic. Now we remove the denture. We have, as you can see in the mouse, we have healing abutments. Not healing, like healing abutments, like it's covers for the multi-unit abutments. I will remove these cover screws. So, a view of the multi-unit abutment inside the mouse. This is what we have here. The multi-unit abutments. Sorry. Écarteur. These are the multi-unit abutments. I have to put now the temporary This is an inside view. سكتي مدام شوي. No, تحت. Okay. So this is the view. What I have. Ça va? Okay. As we can see here, the abutments are inside, positioned inside the gingiva. I have one problem here, this one. Because one is, as you can see, the abutment is outside, one part of the abutment is outside of the gingiva. This, as I'm taking plaster impression, it might clog, because the plaster, as you know, the plaster is not plastic. Once it has set, it's rigid. So I'll try to put some wax around it, or you can put liquid dam if you have. Do you have liquid dam here? No. Okay. You can put liquid dam. You know the flow, like the composite flow that we put around the gingiva over the gingiva during our bleaching procedure. We can put a liquid dam, or we put some wax around it, soft wax, in order to make the impression and in order to avoid any clogging of this only abutment. The others are okay. And certainly, if you have, as you know, as the plaster is not very, is a stiff, when it has set, is stiff product, That's why if there is any undercut into the ridge, you have to block this undercut. Either you shorten your tray in order to avoid the undercut, or you put something into the undercut, into the ridge, when there is an undercut into the ridge, in order to avoid any blocking or clogging of the impression over the ridge. Aspiration. Sorry? Ah, je peux voir le moniteur, oui. Okay, this is all the position. Okay. Now we're going to start to put the temporary cylinders. Certainly before taking the impression, we may make some this is JD, is the same. I can torque the abutment, the screws, for the abutment screw, the angulation here is very difficult. Let me see. Look what is the angulation. Okay, sorry, madam. Yalla. Okay. This is normally we torque 25 of 30 or 30. Certainly we can reach 35. Aspire. Okay. This is 25. And finally, we torque the straight abutment. The straight abutment has a different driver. This is the driver of the straight abutment. as you can see, it will break. The torque driver will break when it reaches. Sorry? Connoisseur, okay. Yalla, aspiration. Now we are ready for Fiobre. This is temporary cylinder. Oh. Hi, Commissaire. فادي عم بعلمنا اناتومي. Yeah. This is JD. This is the positioning of the cylinders in the mouse. Yeah. Positioning, this is the last one. What's happening here? Aspire, right? Let us see what. Okay. This is the different implant, and we will position certainly here I don't torque, I just tighten the screws with my hand. Normally, a person can develop between 10 and 15 Newton. And these, unless it is my friend Fadil Haj who claimed that he will develop 25 Newtons with his hands. And these prosthetic screws, you have to make, there is a point here. These prosthetic screws, normally, several times we had some fractures when we are tightening of the prosthetic screw by hand. Because not all the prosthetic screws are of good quality, and we assisted at some fractures of a prosthetic screw during tightening, if we tighten too much. This is the case, as you can see, it's prepared for the impression. There's a point, certainly, here. This is an occlusal view. I guess you are seeing everything. Okay. Now, single preparation before taking the impression. Who can tell me what? What's the precaution before taking the impression? Close the openings of the screws. Otherwise, I cannot. Otherwise, yeah. Close the openings of the screws, exit of the screws. Otherwise, I cannot recover my impression. So, I want to put a small cotton pellet inside. I don't have to compact it or something like that, just put it. And then over it I put some peripheral wax, which is soft wax. Okay. Just to protect my screws. Then I put this type of wax, which is very soft, in order to close the openings. And to prevent the plaster from going inside the temporary cylinders and blocking the exit screws. This is what we have. I try to put some soft wax around. Maybe I'll put it at the end. Do you have the spatula? Yeah, we can put some, but if we had some rubber dam, we can put it around. As somebody suggested, yeah, it's very possible. But here we don't have all the, yeah. So just to block the one part of the cylinder in order not to be clogged inside. But maybe this will come out when I'm during my, can I have the duplicate? Yeah. So this is the duplicate. This is my tray. As you can see it, it's prepared. I'll try to round off these borders. I'll try to round these borders in order to avoid any obstruction during the insertion. Oh, لا. Okay, this is the preparation. I told you I have put this in order to facilitate the seating of the denture over the ridge. As you know, here we have retromolar pad, very important. It's a very important keyway to my impression because I have to stabilize my duplicate denture over the ridge. And as you know, this correction with compound will help me to stabilize my impression tray over the ridge. I'll try to introduce it. Close, sacré. This is the relationship between the duplicate denture and the upper antagonist arch. Okay, افتح شوي. You can rehearse, you should rehearse the introduction. The introduction should be without any obstruction. You know, because as you know, the plaster has a limited time for setting. So you need to do all this in a swift way in order to avoid any obstruction. افتح شوي. Okay, this is the rehearsal. افتح شوي. Voilà. افتحي. We can do even, we can put some markings over here in order to know where are the cylinders in order to facilitate your task. And sacrifice. And we can put a marking here to be sure of the occlusion, that the patient close. So here for the occlusion, we can make now a record, occlusal record with the Elias before the impression or after the impression. I'll do it now. Nicole. عندك واحدة؟ يلا. Oh, we don't have water here, huh? Hi, I need water. So here we use Elias. We can soften it with hot water. حط شوية حط الياس. افتحي شوي مدام. رخي مدام، سكري، شدي، نو، افتحي شوي، رخي، شدي، الشمع، نو، اوبن، افتحي شوي مدام. When you use the Alubox, I think hot water is better. Yeah. افتحي شوي مدام. سكري، رخي، شدي، وصلتي على الآخر. اوكي. افتحي شوي. خليكي فاتحة. رخي مدام، شدي، افتحي افتحي. أنا أغير لك الشمع. So I'm trying to take the, we need hot water for Aluwax. Aluwax, it's a special wax with aluminum particle inside. So we need, normally we need hot water in order to soften it. Actually, the relationship is very clear between the upper and the lower. If you put it
already filling splinter to fix.
Yeah, he did it around in our office. Then we get all the liquid now.
Yes.
The problem that we have in the office, and actually, I haven't brought me with me this because the implant was inside the individual. But when I put the temporary, not the angle department, it showed up. See? No, I'm going to put the plaster.
وين الدبليكات؟
This is a special plaster. Sorry. This is a special plaster. It's a fast step. And I want to mix it with the creamy fluid, it should be like creamy consistency in order to have good impression.
إلياس؟
أي موجودة؟
لا سخنت.
بس
زبدة فراخ.
I may get some slices over the I remove the excess and my impression is ready. My impression tray is ready. I introduce it into mouth. I position it over the implant. Secondly, okay, all we do is have to wait until the setting of the plaster. Then I will dig out the excess screws from inside the mouse and remove my impression. certainly we know that plaster during setting has an exothermic reaction. So once it has set, we know that it has set because of it started to heat. When it has heat, it starts to heat, then the plaster has already set. Do you have any questions?
The cylinder have the same line all of day.
Same line?
Yes. Same line.
Not almost parallel, not parallel. Not parallel. The problem here is that one of the implants, the JD implant, I couldn't have only two positions. I can put it, the angle department in two positions. So this is the problem. Normally when place has three positions. The right channel. But the JD has only two positions. I tried the other position, it was really very wrong. That's why I use this position. Normally it should be almost parallel, not necessarily parallel. The problem that the exit should be outside, over the occlusal surfaces, and not on either the occlusal or lingual, but not buccal. Because as you know, this is a pickup question, so one plaster will take out the cylinder with the impression. So it's not necessary to be fired. And really, there is another problem with plaster. If you notice, I have used multiunit buttons. Why? Because all these implants were internal connections. And internal connection, if we use the temporary cylinder, if I take impressions on the implant surface, on the implant level, the temporary cylinder has an extension into the internal connection. That extension is made, if the implants are not parallel, it may interfere with the extraction of the impression from the mouth. That's why it can be more difficult. That's why I use multiunit. If you want to do the impression of the implant level, and your implants are internal connected, not external, you have to cut off. You have to cut out the extension of the implant cylinder that goes into the connection. No, not the retrieve with the extraction, with the retrieve, the impression rate.
Here I have a problem also with these steel tools because
في اسبيراتور كبير اذا بدك ماشي.
لا لا هيدا انا
I remove the wax from inside. The channels. Then I have to remove the cotton pellets. These are the cotton pellets. Really, the cotton pellets make it easier for you to remove because if you fill the cotton pellet, it's taking out the branch bit. So, because if there is some blocking inside the hex of the screw, the prosthetic screw, it will be difficult in order for you to catch it with the hex. Right. Now I unscrew this. this is the pickup impression. As you can see, this is the pickup impression.
خلي ايدك شوي شوي.
Okay, this is the impression. We have everything over the ridge. We have, and the most the one thing that is very good in this product is that even certainly unintentionally, if the lab technicians may want to mess with this impression, he can unintentionally. Because if you take the impression with elastic product, the lab impression during the cooling of this impression, and when you put the analogs, you may mess with the position of the transfers. Here you cannot, because transfers are inside the plaster in a very tight position. So this is one good thing over this type of product for impressions. Okay? And certainly, time limit here as imperial or other product, your time limit for pulling the impression, you can send it to the lab same day and without any problems. Okay? Do you have any questions?
Why should we use the plaster? You just make some holes or fillings and then make some holes and stick it to the pyramid. Why should we do the technique of the plaster?
One point here, the plaster, because I think a lot of literature review. If you have put Duralane and put, maybe some of you or all of you have read about particles. You cannot put a big mass Duralane and leave it to, if you want to unify all the sensors. If you put one big mass Duralane, you have to leave it 24 hours, cut it, and then put a small mass and join it. Because as a lot of research has shown that the big mass Duralane make big dimensional variation, which may reflect on your impression. So here we don't have all this mess we are away from it. Because we have only this cylinder into this cylinder into a channel of plaster. That's it. And we don't have to join all the sensors. And certainly one point here, I would have injected some, because my friend Kassabji has like to inject some plaster around the sensors or the capillary here, but we really don't have the right cylinder to do it. We can do it, normally we can inject. But just to, I want to please my friend Kassabji and to inject, but the video, sorry.
Sarà cosa sento? Sì, lo sento.
From curing,
You take it out of the
yeah.
work for the extension.
Yeah.
So the plastic inside.
Certainly, when we are doing the duplicate, we have to wait a bit. You cannot do the duplicate and then make the session straight. We have to need a time in order to give the acrylic regime time because it's a wrap inside, the outside is a wrap. But really, when we do the adjustment to occlusion, when we do the normally we should occlude normally. Because the dental is occluding normally. But as we do the adjustment of occlusion, we do it because there is a wrappage between in the duplication procedure, there is a wrappage, and we adjust and there is relief for one way or something like that, all the regime like that, and we can take the pressure. Straight. Yeah.